To summarize this video, register allocation is one of the most important jobs that a compiler performs. And it's really, these days, a must-have in any kind of reasonable production compiler. And the reason you need it is because intermediate code just generally uses too many temporaries. We're allowed to be a little bit sloppy with intermediate code precisely because we have good register allocation algorithms. And the other reason is that registers are just a very important resource, and making good use of registers, having some procedure for making efficient use of the registers leads to much, much better code in the end, much more efficient code. Now, the register allocation algorithm I've described here is really targeted at RISC machines. So for a RISC machine, reduced instruction set computer kind of machine, you can pretty much take the register allocation algorithm I've described, and for many of those machines, it would work out of the box. CISC machines, which stands for complex instruction set computers, often have restrictions on how the registers can be used. Certain operations can only work with certain registers. You may have registers of different sizes that can only hold certain values. And so it becomes more complicated to do register allocation for such machines. What people have done is to adapt the graph coloring procedure that I've described here. So the basic idea is exactly the same, and you would recognize those algorithms as being primarily the graph coloring algorithms that we've discussed. There are just additional steps in those algorithms in places where the particular constraints on what registers can be used have to be observed.